buddy, Lane Slusher, volunteered to go in the Air Force. And since I was going to be drafted, and I was told within about 6 weeks, I decided to join the Air Force and go with him.
Bravo, Juliet, one sort of.
So let's go back to
Floyd. I went to a Harmon school, so one-room school. I was down on the West Fork of Little River, about a mile and a half north of where we lived. I was in the first grade, but Mama knew that I hadn't learned very much. And so when next year we caught a bus and went to Willis, she insisted that I start all over again the first grade. I think the thing that I enjoyed most in Floyd was probably having a picnic. It seems like most Sundays we would either be visiting or people were coming to our house, and sometimes it was picnic style. Other times it was sitting down to a table.
Korea is a small country, thousands of miles away. But what is happening there is important to every American. We are united in detesting communist slavery. We know that the cost of freedom is high, but we are determined to preserve our freedom.
One other reason that I went in the military was Marie and I had broken up at that time, and I wrote her a card from the train on my way to Texas and put it in the mailbox, and she responded, so I thought I got her back. Arriving on the 7th of February, there was snow all over the place. First place that we landed in Korea was Daegu, and it had about 5 feet or so of snow pushed up both sides of the runway, and they didn't have any facilities for us except a tent with a stove inside it. We burnt some kind of oil in, and it was glowing red hot. And I remember my front would be hot and my back would be cold, you know, just all at the same time. It seems impossible, but it was that weather is just bloody awful over there. Korea, as far as I was concerned, was one big rocky mountain. It didn't really look like any place was worth fighting over. We were never sure that we were getting what our information was, how reliable our information was. But we knew in general how things were going. I let a guy take one of my missions at a guy named Howard Croshaw, and he didn't come back. It's always bothered me a little bit that I let him take that, but I'm certainly glad I did.
So let's go back to
Floyd.
I still remember the refrain of one of the most popular barrack ballads of that day, which proclaimed most proudly that old soldiers never die. They just fade away. And like the old soldier of that ballad, I now close my military career and just fade away. An old soldier who tried to do his duty as God gave him the light to see that duty. Goodbye.